the Shurangama Sutra, with excerpts from the commentary by the Venerable Master Xuanhua, a new translation from the Buddhist Text Translation Society. Part 2, The Nature of Visual Awareness. Chapter 1, It is the Mind that Sees. Ananda, a moment ago you said, you saw my fist send forth light. What caused my fist to send forth light? How did I make the fist? And what were you seeing it with? Ananda replied, the Buddha's body is the color of crimson-tinted gold from the river Jambu. His body is like a mountain of precious stones. It sends forth light because it is born of purity. With my own eyes I saw his hand when he held it up for us and made a fist by curling his wheel-imprinted fingers. The Buddha said to Ananda, now the Thus Come One will demonstrate a truth for you. Following the wise, who use analogies as aids to understanding, Ananda, let us use my fist as an analogy. Without a hand, I couldn't make a fist. Without your eyes, would you be able to see? Are these two situations similar? Ananda replied, they are, world-honored one, because without my eyes, I couldn't see. Therefore, the Thus Come One's making a fist can be compared to my using my eyes. The Buddha said to Ananda, you say they are comparable. However, they are not. Why? A person with no hands will never make a fist, but one whose eyes do not function will not be entirely unable to see. Why? If you ask a blind man on the street, do you see anything? He would no doubt reply, all that I see in front of me is darkness, nothing more. Reflect upon what that might mean. Although the blind man sees only darkness, his visual awareness is itself intact. Ananda replied, it's true that all a blind man sees before his eyes is darkness, but can that really be what we call seeing? The Buddha said to Ananda, is there any difference between the darkness seen by the one who is blind and the darkness seen by sighted people when they are in a completely darkened room? No, world-honored one, there is no difference between the darkness seen by sighted people in a completely dark room and the darkness seen by the blind. Then suppose, Ananda, that the blind person, who has been seeing only darkness, now sees before him a variety of objects, because suddenly he has regained his sight. In such a case, you would say it is his eyes that see. Therefore, when a sighted person who has been seeing only darkness in the darkened room now sees before him a variety of objects because someone has suddenly lit a lamp, you'd have to say, by analogy, that it is the lamp that sees. Now, if a lamp could see, it would no longer be what we would call a lamp. Moreover, if it were the lamp that sees, what would that have to do with that sighted person? Thus, you should know that, in the analogy, the lamplight simply reveals visible objects. It is the eyes that see, not the lamp. In actuality, the eyes themselves simply reveal visible objects. It is the mind that sees, not the eyes.